Now from SRV Studios, Mr. Craig Thatcher.
Sorry, baby, you'll have to go. Well, you've been messing around. Seems I'm the very last to know. Goodbye, baby. Sure gonna miss you when you're gone. To find me a new love, one who won't treat me so very wrong. I bought you a new house up on a hill. If only you'd be true to me, we'd be living and loving there still. But baby, baby, you know I miss you now that you're gone. Trying to find a true love, one who won't treat me so very wrong. It's over, you're in the past. Now I'm on a prowl again, looking for love that's gonna last. Baby, baby, you know I miss you when I'm alone. Never forgive you for breaking up our happy home.
Good evening, folks, and welcome back to the Schuylkill River Valley for Sidetrack Sunday, number 1 for, what's this? This is February 2024. Wow, feels like March already. It's been a really long month for me. All right, let's see who we got here. I know that Lynn McCurdy was first in. Lynn's about as excited for this mail call as I am. Let's see, who else do we have here? All right, we got Boxcar Jerry. Good to see you, Jerry. Dwight from Curly Express is here. Steve 87th PSAP. He was in there, although I think he's eating dinner or something. Let's see, we got Brian from Inked Rails. Good to see you, Brian. There's D-Rail Darrell. Good to see you, Darrell. Let's see, who else? There's Steve Childers. Good to see you, Steve. And John Knopfel. Good to see you, John. Let's see, who else do we have here? Ray Burleson, Mr. Ray. Glad you could make it. Let's see, there's Lynn. Good to see you, Lynn. There's Tim D. Good to see you, Tim. And JD's here. Good to see you, JD. Bob from PK&W Model Works. Good to see you, Bob. Glad you could make it. And there's Mike the Rail Artist. Good to see you, Mike. Excuse me. John B. John Benicki. Glad you can make it, John. Let's see. I think I said hello to John Knopfel. There's Kyle Stevens. Good to see you, Kyle. And Thomas Moore. Good to see you, Thomas. Dave from BNSFN Scale. Glad you can make it, Dave. Mike from the Deep Run Railroad. Glad to see you, Mike. Who else do we have here? Rusty from Possum Bayou. Good to see you, Rusty. Let's see. And Derek Alexander's here. Glad you can make it, Derek. Joe Rader's here. Good to see you, Joe. And there's Ian from the Lehigh River Subdivision. Good to see you, Ian. Anthony Dodge. Glad you can make it, Anthony. I think I said hello to Mike the Rail Artist, but just in case. And there's Ray Boble, another Sidetrack Sunday inmate. Good to see you, Ray. And James Galton from the Dundas Junction Model Railroad. Glad you could make it, James. Okay. Everybody's saying hello to each other. That's cool. Yep, right. It is show 201, not 2001. But yeah, that's cool. 201. And thanks for the birthday wishes. Guess I should be thanking Heath, huh? There's Dave from the Crooked River in Eastern. Good to see you, Dave. Glad you can make it in. And Thomas Splitrock. Good to see you, Thomas. This thing keeps jumping on me. Let's see here. Who else do we have? There's Santa Fe Bob. Good to see you, Bob. And David from the F&B Railroad. Good to see you, David. And Scott from Waycross Train Spotter. Glad you can make it in, Scott. And I'm down at the bottom, and I think I got everybody. If I missed anybody, I certainly apologize. But welcome, and welcome to everybody who's just watching. All right, so I don't have much on the diorama this month. January is always very busy for us. We have getting year-end stuff for our clients ready, and especially W-2s. And, of course, the IRS keeps changing things every year, so it just complicates things. So it's been a really long month for me, and I really didn't get anything ready on the diorama, or at least not much. But I do have I have a couple mail calls. One of them has been sitting here. Excuse me. Been sitting here calling me since I think it was November 28th. There's Heath. Good to see you, Heath. Glad you can make it in. On one of my my live streams on the diorama, Lynn McCurdy was watching, and Lynn decided that I needed some vehicles for my diner. So he very, very generously sent me a box of vehicles. Here we go. We got a box here. Pretty heavy box too. I'm kind of surprised. So anyhow, it's been sitting here since, like I said, I think it was November 28th I got it. But that was just a cut. Actually, James already started, man. We've had clients coming in already. I'm not complaining, although I guess maybe I am only slightly. Anyhow, I got this package. It was only a couple days before Lynn was off gallivanting around the world. Forget where all he went. I know one of them was a cruise to Antarctica, which is pretty cool, I think. There's Sean McGee from the Pennywise and Miser. Good to see you, Sean. Glad you can make it in. So since Lynn was so generous with sending me these cars, I felt it only fair to wait till he was back to open this so he could see it. So Lynn's here, and now I can open this box. Whoa! Oh, wow! I will show you people. Delmarva Ralph fan, good to see you, man. Glad you could make it in. And let's see, he said hi to Happy Valley, so I guess Edward's here. I don't see Edward, but how you doing? So we start off here with a HDMMRC pin, which isn't focusing real well for me. There we go. Heath wants to know how many model railroads there are in Antarctica. Interesting. My guess would be none. So Lynn did ask me, era for vehicles, and I'm modeling the late '60s, so pretty much anything up until then is appropriate. So we start off here with, let's see, it looks to me like maybe a 55 or 56 Chevy, I'm thinking. Very, very cool car. And next we have, a T-Bird. Oh, wait a minute. It says underneath what they are. Okay. Let's see what we got here. This is a 58 Thunderbird. Awesome car. Very, very cool. That doesn't say. Let's see. Now we've got. All right. Now this looks to be like. It's a Ford Mustang. And it is a 1970. That's really cool. I had two 1970 Mustangs. Both of mine were Mach 1s, however. This is not, but that is a really, really cool car. 57 is cooler. Yeah, you're right, Dave, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. Let's see what we got here. This one doesn't say. But we got a very cool taxi. Let's see, I'm thinking early 50s, probably, I don't think that's a Chevy. I'm thinking more Plymouth or Dodge, but that's really cool. Lynn says he's not sure those years are correct, more like when they were stamped out of metal and plastic. Okay, but hey, it works. What do we got here? This? I'm not really sure what this is. 57 Chevy Bel Air. Yep, that could be. I don't think it's 57. I don't think it's a 50. It looks more like a 56. Did you drive your Chevy to the limit? Not entirely sure what this guy is. I almost want to say Mercedes, maybe? 64 Comet? That's not. Let's see, what else we got here? Oh, and we've got... Now, this looks to be a Dodge to me, but 50s for sure. Thank you, James. No, this won't be as long as Heath's, but it's going to take a while. Lynn was incredibly generous. Oh, an old Saab. Oh, that's a good call, Ray. That could well be. Lynn was extremely generous here. I was expecting 3 or 4 cars. I've got 2, 4, 6 out already, and we're not halfway done the box. And here we've got. I'm not going to take a guess what it is. But an old Woody sedan, that's really cool. That's a bit before my time, so I'm not really gonna guess what that was. Postmodern Model Works, good to see you. Glad you could make it in. Let's see what we got here now. Now here's the 57 Chevy Nomad, I want to say. Very cool red with the white stripe. Awesome car. Yes, Bob, John is tired. It's been a very, very long week. Man, we still got more to go here. Oh, what do we got here? A very, very nice Dodge convertible with the tail fins. This is cool. These are some awesome cars. Looks like a Bel Air. You think that's a Bel Air? Could be. And here's another. Chrysler. Yeah, Chrysler convertible, not Dodge. Sorry. Nomad would be the wagon version. You're absolutely right, Ray. You're absolutely right. I should know that. My buddy and I rebuilt a 56 Bel Air. Yep, you guys are right. It's been a few years. Okay, here we go. It says, but even with my magnifying glass, I can't tell what this is. This is looking to me like maybe an old Plymouth. I need to do a review on each car. Okay, James. You really do want a Heath-style unboxing here, don't you? Jerry, a couple of these were our Oxford models. I saw that. I'm not sure. They're not all. They appear to be different manufacturers. Yeah, like the Chrysler convertible. That's an Oxford model. Yeah, Sean. You might just be right. I got way more cars here than I was expecting. All right. And here's another older Chrysler. Again, a very cool car. I remember my uncle had one of these. And we're not done yet. Well, it is, Edward, but you know what? Without people, excuse me, there's not much reason for trains, and people need cars to get around. Tom's Trains and Things. Good to see you, Tom. Let's see. No idea what this guy is. I'm thinking another Chrysler, maybe a Dodge. Nice black sedan here. James, you might have all night, but I am definitely not lasting all night. Like I said, it's been a very, very long week for me. And here we go. This is the last one. This is looking more like a Cadillac, actually. Let's see, where is he? Here is he. Let him focus. I'm thinking this is a Cadillac. But very, very cool. Christine looks like to me. Okay. I won't argue with that. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 cars. Lynn, thank you so much, man. This is extremely generous. I certainly appreciate it. If one of my moderators could post that. Imperial, there you go. Thank you, Lynn. Yep. As soon as you said that, I think you're right. Oh, Jerry says DeSoto. Wow. Could be, both of which were a little bit before my time. There's David Z to G. And Manny Fernandez. Good to see you, Manny. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. So if one of my moderators could post a link up to Lynn's channel, I would certainly appreciate it. Lynn, thank you. I can't thank you enough, man. This is incredibly generous. Like I was saying, I was expecting, maybe 4 cars or something along those lines. Thank you, Jerry. I appreciate it. But man, 14, that is really cool. And thank you, Ray. This is awesome, Lynn. I am definitely going to need a bigger lot for my diner with all these cars. This is cool. All right. Now I do have one more mail call from Bob's waiting for the the 49 Hudson Hornet. Also got a mail call from Vinny from his Christmas giveaway. Like everybody else, let's see. I won something from Vinny's, so let's take a look at what I got there. Oh, this is cool. Of course, I got William Bryant. Hey, good to see you, man. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Of course, I got one of Vinny's new cards here, cards from his new channel. That's actually, this is the old new channel. This is Captain Cuz, but he recently changed it again to Gemini Models. So this, what do we got here? We have got a chassis C&O flat car. Let me take it out of the box here. It's a Walters Trainline series. Ooh, actually, very nice little car. So, metal wheels. I don't think they're KD couplers, but they're decent looking. David Z to G, yes, Oxford does make some awesome cars. Some of those that I just unboxed were Oxford. So this is a chassis flat car. Looks to be 40 foot. Very nice car. Very nice detailed printing. Nicely weighted. That's cool. That's very cool. Vinny, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I will definitely find a use for that. Yes, if somebody could, thanks James. If somebody could post a link to Vinny's new channel, I'd appreciate it. It's Gemini Scale Models. Let's see here. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Let's see what I can find here. 1 second, folks. Come on. Let's see. Hang on a second, folks. I'm working on it. Gemini Scale Models. And of course, it didn't pop up here. Let's see here. Hey, there's Rodney. Hot Rod Rodney. Good to see you, man. Glad you could make it. Give me a second, folks. I know he just did a video. And of course, I'm not finding it. Sorry, folks. I don't want to bore you all night here with me searching for this. It's Gemini Scale Models. But yeah, and sorry, I don't have the link. Sorry, I don't have the link handy. Let's see. Who did I miss here? I thought I saw somebody come in. I said hi to Rodney. Yeah, Rusty. The Oxford models here that Lynn sent me they're really nice cars. All right. So what I did get done related to the diorama is I got my, what's it called? My phone booth. Yeah, Dave, you know, I almost passed it up, but I got real curious to see who that was, and it turned out to be Vinny. So yeah, that's Vinny. That's the one thing I hate about people changing their channel names. It's tough to know who they were. But anyhow, I got my phone booth printed for my for the Diner Diorama, and I printed it in clear. This is the first time. This is resin printed. This is the first time I had used the clear resin. So this is a prototype. We'll see if it ends up needing to be tweaked or not. Absolutely, Bob, and I agree. Everything looks the same. I have no idea what car is what anymore. Excuse me, but this is a prototype. Like I said, I had no idea that how the clear resin was gonna work out. So far, it's looking pretty good. Let me see here. Let me get something here behind it. There we go. That's a little better. So I haven't had a chance to paint this yet. It just came off the printer this morning. So you can see the little sign at the top. Let's see, that side right there. You can't tell, but that's the doors. It'll make a whole lot more sense when it gets painted. Clear phone booth. Well, yeah, because if you think about it, about half of the phone booth is clear. Just the bottom couple panels are usually blue or red or something like that. So it will get painted. It will get painted. The corners and the cross beams will be painted in silver. I'll paint the couple bottom panels in blue. The top, of course, will be silver, and then I'm going to print some decals with the Beltel logo for the sign at the top. I did leave, and the reason it's clear actually is, and you're never going to see that. Oh, yes, I guess you can. I did leave a hole drilled up through the center, so I can put an LED in it, so I can be able to light this up and hopefully light up the sign as well too. Yes, I have silver and gold pens, I think, and also white. Jerry, this one is HO, and I also, while I was at it, scaled it down and printed an N scale version. There we go. That came in. I'm real happy with the detail on both. The end's going to be a bit more of a pain in the neck to paint, but I mean that's pretty much true with everything in N scale. The only thing that I might have to play around with a little bit. Cameron's here. Somebody said, "Oh, there's Cameron. Good to see you, man. Glad you could make it." Yeah, I could use fiber optics, and that thought did occur to me, Dave. I might end up going with that, although I do have some very small LEDs, and if that works, that would just be simpler, so that I would use that. But yeah, I did think about that. I left the hole that I drilled in here big enough for any LED that I could want to put in there. If I end up going with the fiber optics, then I'll reprint these and make that hole much, much smaller, because this is you could pretty much fit a pencil in here in the HO scale version. But we'll see how it works when I get it painted and lighted. The one thing that I might have to hey, there's Gus Hadley, the lunatic from Arno. Good to see you, Gus. Glad you could make it in, man. One thing that I might have to play around with a little bit here. I think this is probably showing up. There you go, Joe. That's a good idea, man. Let's see. I think it's probably going to. Yeah, it's going to show up. There we go. When it came out of the printer, when it came off the build plate, it was crystal clear, which surprised me a little bit, because it's called translucent resin, and this was absolutely, it was crystal clear. But it did yellow a bit when I put it out in the sun to cure. I had seen that somebody mentioned that in the video, that the clear resins can yellow, and I probably left it out in the sun a little bit too long. So I will, if I end up having to reprint it, I will play with that a little bit. I don't think it looks bad, especially since most of it is going to be, most of where it yellowed is going to be painted. So you're not going to see that anyhow. I do like the translucent effect. It's not, it's no longer crystal clear, but I think it's going to have a good effect when I get some lights in there. Yes, Lynn, the yellow will make it look vintage, and since I am modeling the '60s, I think it's going to be appropriate. I was real impressed with how good the N scale one came out. Yeah, that's kind of small. Oh. There we go. That's a little better. You can't see real well. That's a good point too, Steve. They are always dirty, so I think it's going to look right at home that way. But like I said, if I'm not happy with it, or if I need to reprint it anyhow, I can adjust the amount of time that I leave it out to cure, or I could just not put it out in the sun and and cure it just under LED lights. I need to print yellow pages, huh? That would be a pretty small book, especially in N scale. Thanks, Ray. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'm real happy with the way these came out. So we'll see how it works when I get them painted. Yeah, that's right, Edward. Mob Bell. That's the logo they're gonna print up in the sign here, the round sign. I'll be putting the old Beltel logo, not Verizon nonsense. Thank you, Kyle. I appreciate that. You can put a tiny tippy headron in with seagulls attacking it. I may also, and we'll see how this works out. I'm not counting on that, but on the HO the HO size, if I made drilled the hole a little bit bigger, I could probably get a figure in there. So I may end up doing that. We'll see how that works. If not, I'm not worried about it. I think it's gonna have a pretty decent effect. Yep, I've used my share of them long before you carried your phone in your pocket. When my mother used to make sure I had a dime in my pocket when I walked out the door. A dime, that's what they used to be. And actually, I even remember when you could go to the payphone and reverse the charges. I had done that a few times when I didn't have the change. So that's really, folks, that's all I had for tonight. I'm sorry, I'm going to be cutting it short again this month, but it's been a long month for me, and especially the last week and a half has been really long. Thomas, no, I modeled the Reading, the Pennsylvania, the Upper Merion and Plymouth, and the Philadelphia and Western, the P&W. Although I do have some Lehigh Valley rolling stock, and I believe I have one Lehigh Valley Loco. No, it hasn't been me out in the sun for too long. It was just the models. You can rest assured, Rodney, I do not stay out in the sun too long. You're probably not going to be able to tell in this light, but I have virtually no pigment in my skin, and I once had second-degree sun poisoning from being on the beach for 45 minutes. So I don't spend too much time in the sun. Well, I mean, that was all we had, Kyle. I mean, that was before you remember, of course. But it's just the start of tax season, but it's really the year-end stuff for our business clients that makes January so busy. I have had a few tax clients come in, but really that's just starting. So well, it'll get next month, later this month and next month it'll get a lot worse. Dave, BNFN scales a pink man too. Yeah, I have tried many times to get tan, and it doesn't work. My left arm, from where the sleeve ends down, will get very slightly tan, but that's just from hanging it out the window when I drive. But everything else, I burn, I peel, and I go right back to white. So. Yeah, and Tim, thank you. I appreciate it. William Bryan, I appreciate you coming in. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Dave, BNSF, Thomas Moore, Derek, thank you. Really appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. But like I said, I'm kind of ready to wind down for the night. And if I stay on any longer, I'll just be babbling anyhow. So Lynn McCurdy, thanks again. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. This was really generous gift. I'm looking forward to getting them on my layout, and once I get the diner actually placed there, the Diner Diorama that you see me working on is there's not much of a parking lot there, but there is on the layout next to it where this diorama will go. So I will definitely have these cars in the parking lot and spread out around my layout. So thanks again, Lynn. I can't thank you enough. Really, I appreciate it. Vinny, I don't think Vinny was in here, but thank you, Vinny. Appreciate you, and appreciate everybody stopping in. I hope you all have a great week. Tomorrow should be Off Track Monday. I believe we'll be on Trackside Mike's channel. Yeah, at least not once they were put out into service, Bob. So yeah, I think it's on Trackside Mike's channel, and this week on Track Tuesday should be Uncle Wilmer, and I have no idea who's doing Cab Crew Wednesday. So or Third Rail Thursday for that matter. So I will see you folks somewhere in the streams this week. I hope everybody has a great week, and thank you very much. Have a great night.